Well, you're here because you filled out a survey about a guy, and there's great news. This guy scored a solid A. He is a great guy. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and four dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is more likely to talk big about his career than actually push himself to go far. You will often hear him share big ideas with excitement, but when it comes to hard work and steady effort, he will find it tough to keep up. He has a caring and lively side, but in terms of career progress, actions may not match his words.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's likely to react quite emotionally and may get upset or even angry. Instead of quickly bouncing back, he can get stuck in his feelings and might complain or blame others. It's possible he'll talk a lot about what went wrong rather than calmly looking for a solution.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
At work, people might find him friendly and fun at times, but he can rub others the wrong way easily. He's not afraid to say what he's thinking, even if it comes out a bit rude, and he doesn't always keep his temper in check. This can lead to arguments or tense moments with coworkers.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he will likely feel genuinely happy and proud of you. He enjoys seeing others happy and successful, especially those he cares about. Sometimes he might get a bit emotional or overly excited, but it comes from a good place.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he is unlikely to secretly resent you or feel small about it. He accepts others' success and finds real happiness in seeing loved ones do well. It's not in his nature to keep score or let money cause bitterness.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He tends to be thoughtful and careful with money, preferring to keep things organized and under control. He isn't someone who will spend wildly or make random purchases on a whim. If you want someone who won't create financial chaos, he is a safe choice.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He mostly lives within his means and does not pretend to be richer than he is. You'll rarely find him showing off or buying things just to impress others. He prefers order and routine, which helps him manage his spending sensibly.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is quite open handed and kind, especially with people he cares about. If someone needs help, be it time, attention, or a bit of money, he's willing to give with a warm heart. He doesn't hold back kindness, and you won't find him being stingy or overly strict about sharing.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is usually open and straightforward about money matters. If there are bills, expenses, or decisions to be made, he prefers discussing them rather than keeping secrets or trying to control everything. He may sometimes be blunt in how he talks, but his intentions are honest.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes housework should be shared between both partners, not just left for you alone. He likes things to be neat and organized, so he is willing to pitch in to keep the house running smoothly. With him, you're more likely to have a partner who believes in teamwork at home.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's likely to actually help with chores and even with diapers, not just stand on the side and supervise you while you do all the work. He cares about keeping things orderly and prefers routines, so he will be hands on when it comes to sharing tasks around the house. While his style might sometimes be a bit direct or even fussy about how things are done, you will see real effort, not just talk.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
When there's a disagreement, he is quick to jump into arguments, often wanting to show that he's right instead of calmly listening to your side. He can get emotional and loud, especially if he feels misunderstood or criticized. You may sometimes need to slow things down and remind him you are on the same side.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he may struggle to stay completely respectful. There's a good chance he'll say hurtful things, raise his voice, or act in a way that feels sharp and aggressive. He can lose his temper quickly and his words may sting even if he regrets them later.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is the kind of man who gets angry quickly. And it's important not to brush this aside. His temper can flare up over small things, and arguments might get loud or emotional before they calm down. Don't ignore this as just a mood or something that will always get better with time.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He often finds it hard to say sorry and take full responsibility, especially in the heat of the moment. When things go wrong, his first reaction is more likely to be blaming you or bringing up your mistakes rather than admitting his own. This can leave you feeling unheard and unfairly blamed. So think about if this is something you can handle.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He may sometimes struggle to fully respect boundaries, especially in heated or emotional moments. While he cares about you and doesn't set out to push you in a bad way, his strong reactions and need to feel close might make him ignore or question your no instead of accepting it right away. He can be intense and might argue or try to change your mind rather than stepping back without protest.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is the kind of man who may take it personally. If you're not in the mood for intimacy, he is sensitive and can get emotional. So he might see your no as rejection, even if that's not what you mean. This can sometimes make you feel guilty or pressured, even though your feelings are completely normal.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You can usually trust him to keep your private moments safe, as he does care about your feelings and values emotional closeness. However, when he gets very upset or angry, he might say things he later regrets, including bringing up private matters just to win an argument or make a point. If being sure your private moments are always handled with full care is important, be aware that his temper can sometimes cross lines before he calms down.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be loyal and faithful as he genuinely cares about building strong emotional bonds with the one he chooses. He enjoys excitement and attention, but once he's deeply connected, he usually wants to focus on that relationship. While he may sometimes get carried away in social settings or enjoy lively conversations, he isn't the type to stray or chase after other women easily.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He can sometimes show signs of jealousy or become possessive, especially when he feels unsure or threatened in the relationship. While he might not control every move you make, his emotions can take over, leading him to question you more than necessary or act upset if you give attention to others. It's important to set clear boundaries early on and explain what kind of trust you expect.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
His protective nature can sometimes cross the line into being controlling. What starts as caring or wanting to look out for you may turn into him questioning your choices, getting upset if you don't act as he expects, or insisting you do things his way. Don't mistake control for deep love. Healthy care always leaves room for your freedom.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort and doesn't expect you to handle everything alone. He likes to be involved, help set routines, and share daily responsibilities with you. If teamwork is important to you, you'll find him willing to step in and play his part in raising your children.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's likely to lose his temper rather than stay calm. His emotions can take over quickly, leading to raised voices, sharp words, or dramatic reactions. He finds it hard to hold back, especially if things aren't done the way he likes.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He will do his best to support you as both a mother and your own person, celebrating your achievements and caring for your happiness. He enjoys sharing family life and likes being emotionally close, so your successes, whether at home or at work, make him proud rather than insecure. However, sometimes his strong feelings might lead to wanting things done his way or getting upset if he feels left out.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
He is generally supportive of your career and feels proud of your achievements. It isn't in his nature to pretend to support you now, only to ask you to quit working after a child comes. He values teamwork and wants to share family responsibilities, so you're unlikely to face sudden pressure to give up your dreams or career.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with real warmth and genuine care, not just offer surface level politeness. He's someone who enjoys making others feel comfortable and valued, and his compassion shines through in family settings. You can expect him to be lively in conversation, show interest in your parents' stories, and offer help when needed. He will try to adjust to your family, making a real effort to get along and find common ground.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he's more likely to react with strong feelings than stay calm. He can get upset or frustrated easily, and in those moments may say things that add fuel to the fire instead of cooling it down. If you hope for someone who can smooth things over quietly, you may find him a bit intense.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is the kind of man who might be modern and supportive when you're alone together, but expect you to act like a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. He values routines and likes things to run smoothly, especially in family settings. So he may want you to dress, speak, or behave in ways that please the elders. This isn't always about controlling you, but more about wanting to avoid conflict or keep up family harmony.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will usually stand by you and show his support rather than staying out of it or automatically siding with his family. His loyalty is strong and he wants you to feel protected, so he's likely to speak up for you if things get uncomfortable. However, because he values order and wants everyone to get along, he may later ask you to adjust a little just to keep the peace.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He's not exactly a mummy's boy, but his bond with his mother is important to him. If there's a conflict between you and his mother, he will usually try to support you, especially in private, because your happiness matters to him. Patience and honest talks will help him stand by you more confidently over time.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He may sometimes share details of your fights or private life with his mother or sister, especially when he feels emotional or wants advice. This is his way of coping with stress or looking for comfort. Not to betray your trust, but it can feel like your privacy is being invaded. Setting these boundaries early will help prevent bigger trust issues later on.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Overall, as we mentioned at the start, this guy scored a solid A. He is a great guy. Being in a relationship with this man is a mix of warmth, excitement, and emotional ups and downs. He brings energy and genuine care into everyday life, often going out of his way to make you feel loved and included.